Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I'm pretty excited because today is a beautiful day and I started working out in the sauna a couple of days ago. It's a ton of fun and highly recommend it if you're ever bored of your workouts. Do it in the sauna. Very nice, very nice. Anyways, I was thinking, what's the meaning of life? Huh? I don't know. Well, maybe. Maybe it's to live a good life and to love and to appreciate things and treat people the way you want to be treated and all that good stuff. And just taking time to be mindful of things, mindful to yourself, mindful to other people and the plants, and just being slowing down a little bit in this modern world, because I personally find it very challenging to act mindfully when I am bombarded by Instagram, which I choose to participate in, but I bombard myself with Instagram, and then I go outside, I hop into my car on the freeway, and I see a bunch of ads that I barely process, and then things kind of just whiz by throughout the day because there's so much stuff to process. It's a headache to process it all. And what's behind most of this stuff we're processing, or a lot of it, is consuming other goods, consuming products, and basically, like, I feel pretty conditioned to need things. I feel very conditioned to need things, and I've been getting good at it too, to scratch that itch when I want something and maybe I'm anxious, so I go and buy something to make myself less anxious, and just consistently scratching that itch of filling my need, which is kind of unnerving sometimes, because then I give my money away so that I can fulfill a need, but then I need money, so then I need to do something else, and it's this perpetuating cycle of I don't like it. And well, anyways, here we go. So being conditioned to consume, and we get pretty good at it, pretty good at consuming, smoke more drugs, drink more, spend more, just consume. It'll make you happy, I promise. That's the advertisement. And we do this every day. I wonder what happens. So, as I was saying previously, we should love and we should live our life and be happy and be grateful for the things that we have, but it's so hard to do that when consuming nonstop. And how do we still be mindful? How do we still be mindful of our surroundings, the things that we do innately enjoy as humans? Like, I don't know a single person that says I hate the smell of flowers, but how often do we take time to smell the flowers? I'm guilty of this too. Like, flowers are wonderful. It could be a metaphor too, or you could literally go out and smell some flowers. But gosh, it's so hard to take time to do this thing where it's really just the act of slowing down and appreciating what's already there and not what isn't there. So if Joe Schmo is walking around having a great day, smelling some flowers, and then he gets an itch. It's like, oh fuck, this again. I gotta consume. I gotta spend. I gotta get that McDonald's. Oh, pause this for a second. So yeah, Joe Schmo, he wants to spend. He wants to consume, and gosh, that new coffee machine, it looks sick, and you know, the ad tells me it's going to make me happy, so screw it. I'm gonna spend that money, but really, I might be using a credit card, so you're borrowing the money if you're using a credit card, like a lot of us do, including me. So we borrow that money, and gosh, I don't know. Can we pay it back? Well, maybe you can, maybe you can't. But then you borrow that money, and I could buy one more thing. If I buy one more thing, I'll get some more points on my credit card. And if I get more points on my credit card, then I'm really making money when I'm spending money. So therefore, it's a good idea. And now I'm spending times two. No, I'm getting twice as much than what I would if I would just buy it with my own money, because I'm borrowing money, and when I borrow money, these people give me little dopamine hits of points. Tons of points. It's amazing. It's a great system. No, it's not. But anyways, just further perpetuates the cycle of wanting to spend and consume, and but I get 20% off if I spend blank at blank. And then I consume some more, and this itch, it keeps getting scratched and scratched and scratched. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This itch is never going to go away. Fuck. So here we are, and the itch just isn't going away. What if we stopped? What if we stopped and we were perceptive to things? We perceived them in a different manner. We weren't just receptive to things. Because if we're receptive to all the ads, and if we're to be very open-minded about ads and advertisements, which, if you want to be open-minded about someone telling you why you should buy something, then by all means go for it. But instead of being receptive, subconsciously receptive even, what if we were consciously perceptive? What if we were consciously able to perceive those ads, those little once in life, just by slowing down a little bit and understanding how the advertiser perceives you. They perceive you as a way to make more money. And, maybe they want to help you too. That's also a great thing. But they also want to make money, because then the business will succeed. So maybe we're perceptive to ads. Maybe we can be perceptive to social media and the marketing that goes along with social media. That'd be pretty cool, because then we'd be thinking about what we're doing instead of just receiving, and then receiving more. Taking a moment to be mindful. So when we slow down like this, like how we slow down to admire a sunset with a beautiful woman, or your beautiful partner, your beautiful husband, if you want to play it like that too. It's totally cool. And anyways, yeah, just enjoying the moment with someone special in your life, and someone that maybe you love, maybe you're just hanging out with a friend, but really enjoying that moment, enjoying that sunset, taking it in, and finding the value in those little things that just let you take a deep breath and appreciate without needing more. And a beautiful feeling presents itself that I don't think you get or I don't think anybody gets when they just buy a new thing because it's new. Because there's always going to be new things. And anywho, we can be mindful about what we're experiencing, beautiful things we experience, and we can give gratitude towards this. And this takes time because things don't just arrive valuable. It's value comes with time to me. Time that, or what happens during that time is that we maybe stop, maybe appreciate where we are. Maybe it's a new place we moved and we don't find the value in it immediately, but if we take a deep breath and notice what's around us, maybe it's pretty damn cool after all. And anyways, it's finding the value in things is super cool. And you can find it in material possessions too. You can really appreciate material possessions, but it's easy to find the value in it's easy for me to find the value in obtaining new things when really it's the things that I already have that might be the most substantial to me. And I probably don't even realize that, but the memories that are like attached with something I think are pretty cool. So in the realm of finding value in things, you find value in love and life and living, and these things have potential for great value and potential to just be really great parts of your life when someone takes the time to nurture those valuable components, such as love and waking up in the morning, valuing that I'm here, I'm alive today. That's fucking neat. And yeah, appreciating being alive, appreciating having people that love you, and that's priceless. That's priceless value. It's very cool. Appreciation is like compound interest. It just gets better and better and better over time. You can maybe we can get better at appreciating things too, which is also pretty damn cool. If you can literally get better at appreciating what you already have through doing it, through the act, through exercising that muscle. So maybe we supplement this thing with appreciating that there's a modern age, because also, like, fuck, I don't want to live in the Stone Age. I'm recording this on an electronic device, and that's really neat. And I'm using this electronic device because I consumed it from a store, and I bought a new one because my old one didn't have enough memory and I wanted the new one. And that's, I consumed, but it's also valuable. It's also a good tool. And I am very thankful for the new age of electronics and marketing. It gives people jobs. A lot of people are employed, and that's nice because of these jobs. But to appreciate these things and to acknowledge that they're here, and also to have the discipline to say when enough is enough, say when okay, this is a tool that I have the opportunity to use, but when should I walk away? When does the tool stop being something that I use, and when does the tool start to use me? Yeah, that's a great question. I certainly fall victim to being used by the tool of Instagram, of data mining, people getting my likes and loves so they can use my emotions on me to purchase more things that I find interesting. Just fucked up, but I fall victim to it all the time, which kind of sucks. So discipline, the discipline of acknowledging the urge, to scroll, again, on social media is a great example. What if we took the time to ask ourselves, to check in with ourselves, are we okay with this? Do we want to do it again? Do you want to do it again? Being mindful of how we interact with things that are easily consumed. And that takes discipline. That takes the discipline of stepping back and noticing the environment that we're in. Yeah, so say maybe that itch, that just compulsive urge to spend more or to buy more things, let's call it a mosquito bite. Let's call it an itch. And that itch is so strong. And we just need it. We need to scratch that itch. And, there's probably going to be another itch in the future, but maybe we just take a deep breath. Say, okay, I know that this itch is itchy now. And if I itch it again, it's going to itch more. But if I leave it alone, it will provide me the opportunity to maybe not have to itch it later. And what I'm talking about is just stepping back and acknowledging that there will always be another bite. There will probably always be another bite, especially in the world we live in. I personally could just spend. Like, fuck yeah, I want a Tesla. Don't have the money for it. And go into a bank. Be like, hey, can I get a loan to scratch this itch? And then you're compounded with more anxiety and interest and all that bullshit that you don't need just because we scratched that itch. Just because I scratched that itch. I don't have a Tesla, by the way. And oh, I'm getting over a cold too. Excuse me. So, by all means, it would be a crime to never scratch that itch. Like, shoot. It's fun. It's fun to scratch the itch. It's fun to buy a $7 drink. That's cheap nowadays, but yeah, it's so fun to be able to indulge in what we have the opportunity to indulge in. Arguably, it's fun to do that when we don't do it a lot. And arguably, it gets a little less fun and we get a little more desensitized to it each time we abuse that privilege to indulge in it. So it's good. It's good to take advantage of the world we live in. I do appreciate that. However, maybe I could learn, I should learn, need to learn, am trying to learn to selectively scratch my itches. To notice an itch, hey, I got an itch. But then to exercise a little bit of mindfulness around that itch, to being, hey, got an itch, but does it really need to be scratched right now? Can it wait? Are there going to be more itches in the future? Maybe more prominent ones that I'll really want to itch? Like when I break a part on my bike and I need the money for it because I need to ride my bike. It's probably a better itch to scratch than spending $20 because you're high as fuck at McDonald's. Just a thought. Selectively scratching. What itches do we selectively scratch? And arguably we all do that to a certain extent, but could we do it a little more? Could we do it a little less? Who knows? It's up to you. And maybe we ask some questions to ourselves when we're taking this time to be mindful. Why do I so desire this? Why do I need it so bad? Why? Do you want to just get more because there's a lack of meaning? There's a lack of meaning in a life. You want to do it to impress? Do you want to get that new car to impress that significant other or that person that you would like to be your significant other? Do you want it for performance? Do you want that new dietary supplement? Do you want to get that alpha brain, dog? Do you want to get it to perform better, to complete your goals? And maybe these reasons are more justifiable than other reasons, and that's up for everybody to decide on their own terms. But to ask why, I think, is really important. And then through that why, we can assess what our values are. And if it doesn't line up with our values and our like real, if it doesn't line up with being true to ourselves, then do we really need to indulge in it? Do we really need that pack of cigarettes? That's a tough question because, well, spliffs are nice. Anyways, it's part of the game we play, and we can selectively play the game if we want. And we can, like I said earlier, we can not let the game play us. And the game knows us. The game has spent a long time perfecting how to dig at people's emotions and exploit how we feel, advertise purchasing happiness. That's a thought. You can buy happiness now. What the fuck? Like perfect. I'm not happy. I can buy this cheeseburger, and by the look on that person's face on that billboard who's smiling eating the cheeseburger, I'm gonna be happy after I eat this cheeseburger. Maybe I'll feel like a piece of shit, but they're selling me happiness, and immediately I want it. I want to feel the way that person feels. That'd be nice to me. And anyways, then I get exploited. And I get exploited because I bought happiness and I'm still not happy. So, maybe it wasn't the right type of happiness. Maybe I'll buy some other bullshit that will make me strong. Alpha brain, bro. I mean, shit actually works. But still, you're can buy into it. Maybe you need it for self-confidence. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's just more shit to buy. I don't know. Up for you to decide. Anywho, yeah. So when I am playing the game properly for me, which rarely happens, which I have a very hard time doing, the questions that I could ask myself are, what are my intentions? Especially, what are my impulsive intentions? That's something I have a really hard time dealing with, is impulsively doing stuff and taking a deep breath and stepping back from all those things that I just feel like such the urge to do and contend with, and just I want to feed into it. When I step back, sometimes I don't always need to feed into it, and then I put the game in its damn place because I let it know that can't always just get me. I'm gonna come out on top sometimes. That I am mindful to the game when I want to be. And hey, maybe my ego, my hey, you should do this because it's going to make us feel good right now system might hate it, but the ego can also be a tool, or it can be misused, and it's fun to listen to that. Yeah, take another hit, drink another beer, have another cheeseburger, um, you know, do more shit that's going to make you feel good right now, and it's super fun to do that. But it's a balance. I think it's a balance that we should find in it all. And maybe using verbiage like, I am uncomfortable, but I'm okay with this discomfort, can help us be more mindful of what we're doing and how we handle the discomfort throughout our day. And why should we accept this discomfort? Why should we take a cold shower or exercise or read a book or go to school? You can insert your short-term or long-term goal here, but that's the reason, because as humans, as we search for a meaning in life, we need goals. I believe that we need goals. We set goals to, I want to graduate high school. All right, I want to graduate college. I want to get this job. I want to be a professional mountain biker. I want to make money. I want goals, and I'm going to accept this discomfort in my life to complete my long-term or short-term goal. So let's say we have this lady, her name is Lisa, and she sets the long-term goal of becoming a professional mountain biker. She becomes obsessed. She loves it. She loves how it makes her feel. It's amazing. It's probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to Lisa. But in the process of pursuing her long-term goal, she notes that she's not having as much fun as she used to. And she's still acknowledging this discomfort and being mindful of it and doing all the cool things that I just said. But it just doesn't feel as good. And oh, well, shoot, now you're giving into the urges of looking at people on the internet and comparing yourself against others, and your success, your metric for success is how you do compared to others in your field. And it's just this cycle of self-loathing almost, that you're not as good as where you want to be, and this makes her go crazy. And then she has a panic attack. No, Lisa, don't have a panic attack. We don't want this to happen, Lisa. Well, anyways, after Lisa has a panic attack, she's got some thinking to do. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of life? And then the little angel on her shoulder is talking to her, and it's like, oh, maybe it's to find a balance. After all, it's what your body's doing. It's what your body's consistently doing, is trying to find that and finding homeostasis so that we can live another day and that we can prosper and be constructive and build and be awesome. So awesome. And yeah, so Lisa ponders this, and she decides to continue in pursuit of her goal. She's not going to give up. Good for you, Lisa. But also through mindfulness, Jesus Christ, I don't even know where I'm going. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Lisa found out that life was multifaceted. Lisa found out that there's more to appreciate than just mountain biking. Although she can put a great deal of effort into mountain biking, cares deeply about this idea, this process of doing it for a living, because that would just be so amazing to Lisa to be able to conquer that shit and just be like, fuck yeah, dude, let's go. And yeah, dude, feels amazing. It doesn't mean that she can't be receptive to all of the other beauties in life. And fixating on the result Lisa found can really make the process not as fun. And we all want the process to be fun because that's our day to day. Most of our day to day is the process. And if we don't love the process, then is the result really that worth it? Is that one day out of the 100 days we spent dogs barking, is that are the 99 days of loathing the process worth that one day of victory? I don't know. I'd rather love the process. Or, anyways, Lisa's found out that life has a balance to it, and that life has to offer a lot, and being perceptive to all the pitfalls that stand between her and where she wants to go can really build her up and make a better person out of her by understanding the fuck, I'm being stupid. Understanding those pitfalls can help Lisa be mindful in the future, and it can help Lisa be mindful of appreciating things other than what she's hyper focused on, because there's a lot that life has to offer, and it would be a crime not to enjoy it with mindfulness. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and peace and love.